So this house is actually really unique for us in a couple of ways in our design firm. The homeowners and our clients have a history with the home. For instance, one of the homeowners' parents actually owned this home, and it was her childhood home. And what is so special to us about that is that we are not only recreating and adding to the memories that she had, but we're allowing them to have a home that will last them and be their forever home as well. The other special situation is that one of the clients is an architect. So we were able to really partner with our clients on this project and come up with so many unique and interesting architectural elements throughout the space, and also add our signature element of design, which is comfort and durability and of course beauty. So if you had seen this house before, I always describe it as like a 1975 Shoney's. I walked in and there was a half pony wall with frilly draperies, and I think it had really stood there since the house was built. And that was what was really shocking to come into this home. But I and the architect homeowner could see the vision that this home could have. So we really were careful in making sure that we paid homage to the roots of this home. And this room, for instance, that we're sitting in now, we've retained a lot of the mid-century elements in the space with adding on modern touches too. So the sofa, for instance, we designed a custom sofa for this space. The beautiful thing about the sofa is that it's true mid-century, but we made it really, really comfortable for today's living, and the fabric is a lot more durable. So even though it has the profile and the lines, the clean lines of mid-century, we were able to really make it more comfortable and more up-to-date for today's living.
Too much of a good thing is still a good thing. Too much of a good thing is still a good thing.
So true to many 1950s, 60s homes, all the rooms were very compartmentalized when the renovation started, and we really wanted to open up the space and make it more conducive for modern living. For instance, the kitchen was tucked away completely down a side portion of the living space. You walk in and the kitchen, you almost had to search for the kitchen because you couldn't even find it. So we not only removed walls and opened things up, but we brought the kitchen out into the living space, which really made the kitchen a part of the dining room, a part of the family room. So now there's this great cohesiveness to everything in these spaces. One really important thing for the clients was that the kitchen was an entertaining space. They have children, they have grandchildren, they want to have them over, cook dinner, have cookouts, and I think because we've opened this up, the entire family can come in and spread out as much as they want to and really, really, really live in this space.
In your hand, babe, that's your thing. It's too early in the game to be talking about a ring.
So to create symmetry in the room, all the walls were in kind of odd places. I mean, I'm sure they weren't odd in the 1950s, but they're odd in the 2000s. So we moved some walls around. And so by moving those walls, what it did is allow us to almost center the fireplace. It was actually in the same location, but by moving those walls, now the fireplace looks like it was meant to be there, and the symmetry is in the room as you stand across the kitchen and look towards the fireplace. So not only did the home change from the very first time we saw it, of course, to where it is now, but during the site visits, we would return and, of course, check up on the construction of the home. And oh my God, you would be so shocked. It was down to just the 2x4s on the walls. You could literally see from the front to the back. And speaking of the back, let me talk about that, because the back of this home has so much beauty and so much character. It sits on this gorgeous lake. The lake views are everywhere you turn, and the home was really redesigned to make the lake the focal point of the home. So everywhere you are, in almost any room of the home, there is a view of the lake, no matter where you stand or where you turn. And that was really important to the clients, because let me tell you, I see a lot of cocktail parties out on those patios. This project was a real labor of love. It's almost 2 years in the making, and every single time we come to visit, we got more and more excited because there was something else that was bringing us closer to the finish line. And again, the architect and the homeowner / architect is so talented, so he was able to have his vision with the space, and he knew that his wife, who again, it was her childhood home, he knew that he wanted to make this their forever home so that their kids, their grandkids could come on board and live in this house forever. So almost 2 years in the making is where this house is now, and I couldn't be happier with the outcome. I'm really, really pleased, and so is the family, which is really all that matters.